Hold on. Did he really tell a 9-year-old you're not family during a photo? Or was that staged after someone already texted Alicia to show up with that envelope just now?
You're not family. Step out of the photo. The entire room went silent after my father said that to my 9-year-old stepdaughter. Not to me. Not privately. To her. Lily had been standing beside the balloon arch in a little yellow dress, holding the baby shower gift she spent 2 weeks making for my sister. One second she was smiling at the photographer. The next, she was backing away while 30 people pretended not to hear what happened. And the worst part? Nobody stopped him. Not my mother. Not my sister Rachel. Not even me. I just stood there frozen while Lily quietly moved near the dessert table, like she was trying to disappear. You ever realize a family moment is about to change everything forever? Because I did. Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates. See, my father Harold had spent years treating Lily like an outsider because she wasn't blood. But what nobody at that party knew was this. 20 minutes before the baby shower started, I discovered something he had hidden from the entire family for years. So instead of arguing, I pulled out my phone and sent one text. 3 minutes later, the front door opened. The second the front door opened, my father stopped talking. That alone scared me. Because Harold Carter loved control, loved attention, loved being the loudest person in every room. But when he saw my cousin Alicia standing there holding a thick manila envelope against her chest, he looked nervous. "Why are you here?" he asked immediately. Not hello. Not how've you been. Just panic. Across the room, Lily kept pretending to stare at the cupcake table, but I could see her wiping tears with her sleeve. My husband Marcus started walking toward her, jaw tight, ready to leave with her right then and there. I grabbed his arm. "Wait," I whispered. See, this wasn't the first time my father had done something like this. He refused to include Lily in Christmas photos. He introduced her as Marcus's daughter for 5 years. One Thanksgiving, he actually moved her chair away from the immediate family table. And every single time, someone told me to keep the peace. Rachel suddenly walked over and hissed, "Danielle, please don't start drama at my shower." I almost laughed at that, because the drama had already started the moment my father humiliated a child in front of everyone. Then Alicia looked directly at Harold and said, "You should have told them the truth years ago. You should have told them the truth years ago." The room went dead quiet after Alicia said that. My father gave this nervous little laugh like she was joking, but nobody else laughed with him. Not even my mother. "What truth?" Rachel asked slowly. Alicia looked at me first, like she was making sure I still wanted this to happen. I nodded. That's when my father's entire face changed. See, 2 weeks earlier, I found old storage boxes after my grandmother's house was finally being sold. Inside them were letters, legal papers, and one document with Alicia's signature as a state executor. Documents my father claimed never existed. For years, Harold told everyone Grandma believed real family meant blood relatives only. That was his excuse for excluding Lily from everything. His excuse for making me feel guilty for loving a little girl who lost her mother before kindergarten. But he lied. Alicia opened the envelope carefully and pulled out a handwritten letter. My father stepped forward fast. "Don't." That word hit the room hard.
Wait, why does he react like Alicia showing up with that envelope was already expected? And who exactly set this timing up?
Don't. Not "that's fake." Not "you're confused." Just panic. Behind me, Lily whispered softly to Marcus, "Did I do something wrong?" And honestly, that nearly broke me more than my father did. Then Alicia unfolded the letter and said, "This was written by your grandmother 6 months before she died. This was written by your grandmother 6 months before she died." You could hear people breathing. That's how quiet the room got. Alicia adjusted her glasses and started reading while my father stood there frozen beside the gift table. Family is not measured by blood alone. It is measured by who stays, who protects, and who loves without conditions. My mother covered her mouth immediately. Then Alicia kept going. "Danielle's little girl has more kindness in her heart than most adults in this family. If Harold ever tries to make that child feel unwanted, he failed everything I taught him. My father looked physically sick, and suddenly every weird moment from the last 5 years made sense. Every time he claimed Grandma wouldn't approve of Lily, every guilt trip, every lecture about protecting the family name. He invented all of it. Rachel stared at him in disbelief. You used Grandma to justify this? He tried speaking, but Alicia pulled out another document. That's not all. Then she revealed the part Harold hid from everyone. Grandma created a private education fund for Lily before she died. Not for a biological grandchild. For Lily. My father lunged forward. Give me that. Don't touch her, Marcus snapped. And for the first time in my life, my father actually looked afraid. My father didn't deny it. That was the craziest part. Once Alicia handed the documents around, the entire story unraveled in minutes. Grandma had written multiple letters before her death, and every single one contradicted the version Harold told the family for years. He hid them because they destroyed the image he built around blood family. And the education fund? It was real, legally protected. Alicia had already transferred control of it to me weeks earlier after verifying the documents. My mother started crying when she realized Harold lied to everyone for over a decade. Rachel walked out of her own baby shower for 20 minutes because she couldn't even look at him. Half the relatives stopped defending him instantly. But none of that hit me as hard as Lily quietly asking, "She really wanted me here?" I knelt beside her and said, "She absolutely did." Then Rachel came back, took Lily's hand, and pulled her into the family photo herself. Front row. Center. And for the first time since marrying Marcus, nobody questioned whether my daughter belonged there.
How many families are still using blood-only rules like this behind closed doors? And how often do you think someone is rewriting the truth in your own family without you noticing?